I never told my daughter Emily who I truly was, or what I had become over the years. To her, I was just a simple, tired, middle-aged woman working a small government office job. Someone who left home at 7 every morning and returned at 8 in the night. Old sari, worn-out purse, cracked phone screen, a tiny rented home. Emily never saw me buy expensive toys, never saw me celebrate big festivals, never saw me live a luxurious life, because she never knew that I had been the head of strategy for one of the biggest tech companies in the country for the last 15 years. She never knew that my monthly salary was more than her in-laws earned in 6 months. She never knew that I had 3 apartments, 2 penthouses, and crores worth of company shares. At the office, one signature from me changed the fate of 10,000 employees. But at home, I became a normal mother again. Why? Because I had grown up in poverty. I knew the darkness of showing off, and I never wanted arrogance to touch my daughter's heart. And so, I hid everything, until that one day when everything changed. One Tuesday evening, I stepped out of a meeting and Emily called me. Her voice was strange, hesitant, nervous, almost guilty. She said, "Mom, you need to come for dinner on Saturday. Ethan's parents are visiting. They want to meet you." I asked quietly, "Did you tell them about me?" There was silence, a silence that felt like a wound. Then she said, "Just that. You live simple, a small job, not much income." My chest tightened. My own daughter felt ashamed of me. I took a deep breath and said, "It's okay, I'll come." But when the call ended, I sat down on the sofa, and one question kept echoing. Would they recognize me by my clothes or by my character? And in that moment, I made a decision. I would not go as a simple woman. I would go as the poorest version of myself. I had to see who these people truly were. Saturday arrived. I wore the oldest sari I had, its edges frayed, its colour faded, old slippers, 10-year-old purse, uncombed hair tied loosely, and a small cloth bag in my hand. When I looked into the mirror, I didn't see myself. I saw the woman I once used to be, before success, before money, before life changed. And I walked into the most expensive restaurant in the city, crystal lights, foreign music, a place where people didn't just eat, they flaunted their lifestyles. Ethan's parents sat at the table. His mother was draped in diamonds and arrogance. His father wore power like a second skin. Emily looked nervous. Ethan forced a smile. But his parents, their eyes scanned me like I was dirt on their polished floor. Ethan's mother held back her hand when I tried to greet her, as if touching me would contaminate her. She smiled, cold and superior, and said, "Oh, you must be Emily's mother." I nodded softly. "Yes." She ignored my smile as if it wasn't worth acknowledging. As the menu came, everyone discussed European dishes, French names, Italian items, things I had eaten 100 times in business trips. But today I had to play the role. So I asked the waiter with innocent eyes, "Beta, do you have simple dal chawal?" Ethan's mother laughed, a sharp, humiliating laugh. "Oh dear, this isn't a roadside stall. This is fine dining. You must not be familiar with such places." I lowered my eyes and whispered, "Yes. I'm a poor woman. I don't understand these things." Small smirks spread across the table. I was their entertainment, their joke. The entire dinner they spoke about their wealth, their brands, their foreign trips. And each time they glanced at me, they added a line like, "People like you won't get it. This must be out of your budget. Your world is very different from ours." Every insult stabbed a little deeper, but I stayed silent. Because people reveal their true face when they think you are powerless. After dinner, Ethan's mother leaned forward with a serious expression. "We need to talk to you, Mrs. Grace." She looked directly into my eyes, but her gaze travelled down on me as if measuring my worth. She said, "Emily and Ethan belong to a respected family now. We don't want your situation to affect their image." Emily flinched. "Mom, please don't." But she continued, relentless. We will give you 10,000 rupees every month if you maintain some distance. Don't interfere much in their lives. We don't want them to feel burdened. The word echoed. Burden. I, who raised my daughter alone. I, who starved so she could eat. I, who never let her feel she lacked anything. Today, I was a burden. I set the water glass down, gently placed the napkin, straightened my back, and for the first time that night, I spoke in my real voice, deep, calm, commanding. I said, "Did Emily tell you what I do?" His mother smirked. Some small government job? A cold smile touched my lips. I am the head of Storchies.